Welcome to your Bitcoin update, guys. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and the video I made 2 months ago that has played out beautifully. I was the first and only YouTuber at this time that was showing this because we didn't even hit our high at this time. Then other YouTubers started talking about it and then they backed off when we had our little bump up, just like I talked about. Is Elon Musk the problem here? Did he do this? We're going to talk about that also. Don't forget about TENSET. Is it ready to moon, and why I got into it, where I got into it, I showed you before. Is it worth looking into? Definitely you're going to want to stick around for that. And also we're going to be picking last week's winner at the end of the video, so stick around. The winner of the Ledger Nano S. And to enter to win next week's, all you have to do is scroll down, subscribe to the channel, smash that thumbs up, leave your comment below, and share this video. All right, let's take a look at what's going on. This is the video I made 2 months ago. I still have this chart and we'll take a look at that after, but first check out the video throughout the week. So let's look at the distribution schematic for Wyckoff distribution. This is the number 1 schematic. Now if we look at where we're at now, as you can see, the first point right here, right over here is our preliminary supply. So we've hit that here. We came up, we made this trend line across here. And this is the buying climax where everybody started selling off. And then right here at this point, that was our buying climax. And then right here is we got our bounce. Everybody started buying back here. And that's the automatic reaction. And then we came back down lower. Well, first we got up to the ST, which is right here. And that's the secondary test. Then we came down to the sign of weakness here, where everybody bought it back up, and then we got up to our UT, which is the up thrust. And then you can see the trend line on the up thrust here. We dropped back below this trend line where the buying climax was. This is what it would look like if it plays out and we go to that 63 or 64,000 to the up thrust after distribution, basically like a fake out or stop hunt, and then down from there. Next, we're going to take. All right, so as we see, here it is. Here is the lines. They've almost played out perfectly. Now, a lot of people are blaming this dump on Elon Musk. Well, show me the charts. I'll tell you the news. You've heard that before. It was already in the charts. Elon is part of distribution. If you read up on what distribution is smart money dumping into dumb money as dumb money piles in, smart money sells at these highs. We've also talked about this being a possible rounded top, which it is starting to look like. But if it was Elon, how is this playing out perfectly from way over here, right here where I done the video on March 24th? Definitely it's kind of fishy to me. I don't think Elon has anything to do it other than he is smart money, and that's how markets work, guys. That's just how markets work. That is exactly what distribution is. But anyways, we also drew this trend line in off of these wicks from all the way over here. And I'd said, if we break this 50 and can't get back above it, Bitcoin's in trouble. And sure enough, Bitcoin's in trouble. Now, there is a bullish case. We'll take a look at that also. I do want to point out, obviously, we had our pi cycle top. And the NVT is extremely bearish, and you can see what happens when the NVT gets bearish. Bitcoin dumps. So anyways, before we begin, if you guys haven't checked out PrimeXBT, if you are interested in trading, definitely check it out. My favorite exchange. You can trade crypto, forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, everything on one exchange. They don't trade against you. They don't have a bunch of scam wicks. You can long or short Bitcoin. You can have multiple trades in. Definitely check it out. I leave a tutorial up top on how to use their margin and how to follow the copy traders and copy their trades. Also has Turbo, which is pretty fun. Definitely check it out. You can use my promo code Savy50. That'll get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus to use towards your margin. So if you put 1 Bitcoin in, you get a half a Bitcoin to use towards your margin. And Savy25 will get you 25% off your fees. Let's also, yeah, by using my link down below, you also get an extra $200 on top of that bonus. So let's take a look at what's going on here. So we were looking at this as a possible 1, 2, and we're working on 3. Was this 3 of 3 and then 4, and then we had our 5th wave ending diagonal right here, which I believe is quite possible. Or was this the end of wave 3, we come back down for 4 and we're going up for 5. Now this is the bullish case, and we've had this chart forever. You can go back and look at prior videos, but looking at this as a B and a C, we had our target of 41.6. Now that is a very important number, and I'll show you why here in a minute. If we break 41.6 and open and close like a couple 4 hours or daily below that, we could see a much lower Bitcoin. I did say, if you guys have been watching, that I expect a bounce here, whether it be the reversal bounce and this be wave 5 starting, or just a, this was a pretty big dump. We could just be a relief rally, dead cat bounce. So we'll be keeping an eye on this. But this is the bullish case. And in the bullish case, we could go up for wave 5 to from 72 to 77,000, somewhere in that range. Now in the bearish case, let's take a look at the bearish case. So on the bearish case, this could not, instead of being an A, this could be an A, B, working on C, which would break that 41.6 range, and C would be around the $30,500 range, and then probably get a bounce off of that to go up for wave 4. And then that would be, it could be, as long as it didn't bounce above the 46.9 area or 47,000, which would break wave 1, then that would be wave 4. We would come down to somewhere around the 23,000 to 23,500 range, would be wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That would be extremely bearish, because this would end up being wave A. Then we would have wave B that could go as high as 55,000. And guys, this doesn't happen in a minute. This happens over time. This would be somewhere around that at the A wave down here to, if this does happen, not saying it's gonna, but if it does, 23.5 area could be around, the middle to the end of June before we get down to this area. Then I would expect a bounce. If you guys have watched my videos long enough, you know that in June I was expecting some kind of low anyways. But then we would get B up to maybe 55,000, somewhere in that range. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We will be following this very closely. But that could be sometime in August or September, B wave ends. And then C all the way down to, yes, maybe 9,500 area. And I'll talk about other reasons why. I'll show you other things I'm looking at that are pointing to this. This trend line here was extremely important. We did break it. So anyways, that is the super bearish case scenario. Now, if you guys have been watching, I told you my EMA strategy. If you want to learn about that, I'll leave a tutorial up top on the EMA strategy. There's also some other ones in there, how to use RSI and whatnot. Some real simple basics on trading. But anyways, a friend of mine made this indicator using my EMA strategy, and it did call for a short at 50,000 on the daily. I put this target here yesterday, 42,116, which is the 200 EMA. That is where it got its bounce perfectly. But if we put this, you can use it in the 4 hour and 1 hour too. I wouldn't go much lower than that, but if we look at the 4 hour, it called for a short right here when the 21 EMA crossed 55. It was right around 59,000. That is where it called for a short. So yeah, works pretty damn good. Now let's take a look at our points to watch for bounces. All right, so as you can see, obviously we broke the 0.236 fib. Now this is the Fibonacci retracement from the bottom here to the top. 41.6. That's why I say this is extremely important, guys. 41.6. If we break this area, well, let's take a look at yesterday's triangle. So yesterday's triangle, as you guys know, we had a measured move of the triangle from where we broke, and that gets us down to about the 40,000 range. And if we look at this as a bear flag, measure the flagpole here and put that to the break, that gets us down to about 34.3. That is a very interesting area to me because it's also the 0.5 fib. That's where I'd see the next stop. If we break 41.6, 34.3 is the next area. And guys, again, it doesn't mean it goes straight down. It could come around, bounce on the 41.6 for a while, break, come down, retest 41.6 before coming down here. This could take some time. But that's the 0.5 fib. I would expect at least a bounce up there. Maybe come back, retest this 41.6. If we do break this at any time, the 34,350 range, the next stop's the golden pocket zone around 26,000, somewhere in that range. If that breaks, could go as low as 16.9. Now, I did tell you there was some 9,500 is an area I'm looking at. That is right here, the VPVR. Look at that volume node there. It's huge. And that lines up perfectly. And that's not the only thing. And I'll show you real quick right here. If anyone that knows Bitcoin knows that when it does top, it corrects around 85% is the norm. If we measure from the top here, come down to that 9,500, that is 85, almost 86%. So it's definitely a possibility, guys. Another thing I want to point out, look at this parabolic arc here. When it broke, Bitcoin dumped. And again, keep an eye on this 200 EMA. That's a big deal, which is around that 41.6. And as you can see, last time in 2017, when this parabolic arc broke, bear market. Back here, when the parabolic arc broke, bear market. So be cautious, guys. This could get very, very, very ugly if 41.6 does not hold. Of course, like I said, we're going to have our dead cat bounce. So, yeah. Now, before we get into the winner of our Ledger Nano S, TENSET. I've been talking about this for a while now. I showed you guys when I got in and why, because of the chart. The best time to get into this stuff is before everyone else does and before it gets listed on other exchanges. But they are claiming to be the bridge between crypto and the stock market, which is a great idea. They do have staking. It's deflationary, smart backing. You can check out their DeFi liquidity incentives. This is the past system with portfolio risk, taxes, market manipulation, blah, blah, blah. And then the TENSET's like a ETF 2.0. So definitely check it out. It's worth looking into, but keep in mind, guys, all crypto is risky. It's all speculation as of right now. But as of right now, we are in the Q2. You can check out their roadmap. In this quarter, looking for the first test of integration with Visa, generate passive incomes, blockchain meetups, mobile app, all kinds of different stuff. Definitely check them out. It's tenset.io. Check it out if you'd like. Let's look at the chart now. So we were looking at this chart. When I bought it, it was around 250, right in this range, and I was waiting for this breakout, which we got. And as of right now, remember, if you've been watching, I said my first target was 37.6, and once we can get support on top of this, the next target is $5.41. And if we can get above that and get support, next target is 7.26, $7.26. Now, another thing I want to point out here, if that's able to break up there, this thing could really, really, really shoot up. If it breaks that area, then we're looking for approximately $11, $12 TENSET. So again, guys, be cautious, but definitely check it out. I did, like I said, I am in it. I did get in at 251 and around 250, somewhere in that range. I don't know the exact number, but I did make a video that day and I showed you guys. So, all right, before we pick our winner, don't forget to check out my wife's webpage, anchorimage.com. Link down below, along with other affiliate links. Also, check out BYBIT down there. They're doing a $1,610 bonus for signing up using my link. I have a bunch of links down there. They all help support the channel, and they all give something back. So scroll down in the description, check them out, and I appreciate it. But she has a lot of cool gift ideas. She does this all herself, makes it herself. It's not junk, it's quality. There is also a crypto section. All right, let's generate a random number. And it is 1. So let's go over to my page. And also, if you haven't checked out my YouTube page yet, go to my YouTube page, and it has some free short tutorials here on using EMAs, RSIs, things like that. Definitely check it out. And there's a few more down here. Let's go to our videos. We'll pick number 1, which was yesterday's, which we called this whole thing. But anyways, copy link address, and we'll bring it over to here. Paste it in, get random comments, and let's see. The winner is Stephen Waller. Get a hold of me. If you belong in the Discord, get a hold of me there, or my email's down below. However you want to get a hold of me, I'll verify it's you and get the Ledger Nano S sent out to you. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget to click Crypto Savvy logo above my head to get you subscribed to the channel so you get daily updates. Smash that like, leave your comment below. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy trading.